Hi, we are Little School on the Prairie, and this is a little bit about what we're learning today. We had this dot to dot that we picked up at a fun restaurant we like to go to, Pizza Ranch. And he's never really done dot to dots before, and this one goes up to 80, so that's a lot. He can count that high with a little bit of assistance, but not recognize all the numbers. So for recognizing numbers, I got a scrap of paper. Sorry about the paper scrap. Oh dear, it's backwards. Anyway, I wrote down the numbers starting at whatever dot we were at. It was 25, 20, 25. And kept going, so he now can match the numbers, and he crosses them off as he goes to not get confused. So let's take a look at what we're doing now. Which one are you on? 41.
41.
So you're looking for a 4 and a 1.
Okay.
That's how 41 is written.
4 and 1. 4.
Do you see a 4 and a 1? Yes, that's correct. So draw the line. We don't know what picture we're making, but it's going to be really cool. Okay, 40. What comes after 41? 40, 41,
It's a
42.
no, it's a 2.
That's right, 42.
The 40. How's a 42? It's a 1 and a 2.
No, it's going to be a 4 and a 2 because we're in the 40s, remember?
4 and a 2.
We're in the
4 and a 2.
40s.
A 4 and a 2. Beep.
Yes, you found it. That's right. So 4 and 2. 42. Do you want to keep crossing them off up here to keep up?
So we did that one.
We did 41. Count when you do it, and
42.
it'll help you.
Is that 42?
Yes, that's a 4 and a 2. So 42.
Now we're on this one.
What is that one?
43.
43. Very good. This is really the first time we've written down any numbers. So I noticed this as being an area that we could work on. Identifying written numbers 0 through 9. So we're going to work on that little by little. But right now we wanted to do this dot to dot, so we're doing that. My sister Anna is here. Maple's doing her hair while she listens. So this is math for today. This is identifying numbers, counting. It's also fine motor skills. Some one-on-one time we get. It's really good. 43. You're looking for 43.
Is that 43?
Yes, a 4 and a 3 written together is 43. Very good. What are you looking for next?
44. Right there, 44.
Wow! Yay, good job. Another cool thing that I picked up back to school shopping is this ruler. This is a foldable ruler at Walmart for $1. And it folds so you can measure things. Super cool. It's just fun to play with. But then you can also fold it back. So, oh, how long is this, you know? Oh, this is right at the 8. So that's an 8. I thought that was kind of cool. Very tactile. It's inches, so each inch, and it bends and zigzags and all collapses up. So
45,
compact and nice.
45.
And we're going to figure out how to use that. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with it yet. Obviously, some measuring things and working with numbers and identifying numbers.
Look at 45.
Great job. Yes, that's right, 45. So we're going to use that.
Was that 46?
And then this morning we had our Bible time. We read from Titus. That was my personal devotions as well. And I just read aloud to the kids and we explained a few things. A lot probably went over their head. It's still good to read the word and know that. Time for poetry. This is an old book, very old, that I picked up, teacher's handbook, from a friend had it, and I love poetry, so we picked it up. And then while they tidied up the living room today from paper scraps and crafting, I read some of the poems from here. And let me just read one for an example. They're fun and funny. They're kind of older, so there are some vocabulary words. Some of them use words like queer or bafflement. There's a lot of big words in here. Great vocabulary that used to be Here we go. The little turtle. There was a little turtle. He lived in a little box. He swam in a puddle. He climbed on the rocks. He snapped at a mosquito. He snapped at a flea. He snapped at a minnow, and he snapped at me. He caught the mosquito. He caught the flea. He caught the minnow, but he didn't catch me. Funny ones about animals. Fuzzy wuzzy, creepy crawly, caterpillar funny. You will be a butterfly when the days are sunny. Winging, flinging, dancing, springing, butterfly so yellow. You were once a caterpillar, wriggly, wiggly fellow. So that's just a few from the fun poem book. I read maybe about 10 of them. We didn't have to explain much of them. They're just learning appreciation for poetry and words, vocabulary, the rhyme and lilt of poems, the expression. I try to read with a lot of expression. Maybe those weren't the two best examples, but
Mom, let's do it, Mom.
catkin, kite days. A kite, a sky, and a good firm breeze, and acres of ground away from trees, and 100 yards of clean, strong string. Oh boy, I call that spring. Good one. I love poems. Okay, so enough on that. We also did our school shopping yesterday, didn't we? We went out with Auntie Anna. This is one of the things that Maple got for preschool. Her very own pair of scissors. Now they come with a safety cover on them. We'll see how long that's found. And I just want to show you our organization spot for, this is what I decided to do. I've been thinking about it a while for Mr. Arts and Crafts here. He loves crafts and arts, and he's always making something out of cardboard and paper. So we got this great big bin. And we put a ream of paper in here. That is his plain paper, plain on both sides. Very valuable commodity around here. That was for his birthday, kind of. And then all paper stuffs and crafts and things. He totally made this on his own. It has movable arms the other day. So things like this that were all over the floor before, floating all over our house, just didn't really have a home, now have a place to be. I also got these little sorting containers. I don't know what they're going to be used for, but Oli, you can have them all. But lots of little things he can keep organized and sorting. These are acorns that he's hoping to plant someday. If we do some research on if you can plant green acorns or if I have to wait till they are brown. String. Miscellaneous things that I'm going to find around the house. Twisty ties. Pipe cleaners. Popsicle sticks. Toothpicks. Whatever that might not be actual garbage, it's almost garbage. Cardboard, lots of cardboard, boxes, containers, whatever, that he wants to cut and design and build and make. All belong in this box now. So it has a home. Here's to hoping we keep our downstairs living room more tidy. We also got these for each kid, so we got 2 of them. Here's Maple's. So we'll take a look at her pink one. This is preschooler, so she has these stampers. They each have a glue stick. They each have a roll of tape. I kind of loosely followed what's recommended for preschool and kindergarten ages, but obviously we don't need as many notebooks. That's not something we're gonna do at this point in time. Got paints, yep, that's exciting. So the paints go in Mama's drawer, which is the top one. And this one is my stash of other supplies. So these are broken crayons we're gonna use for a craft sometime. Elmer's or school glue type things. Things that they are gonna use with assistance. Some cards. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna use everything for, but we'll find a use for it, or I have some supplies then. Okay, so Oli, that one you don't get into, okay? This is your drawer with a pencil sharpener, your very own pencil sharpener he picked out, and scissors that he's had for a little while. And then this is his orange container, so he keeps it in his drawer. That's how it's supposed to go. And then we also changed, we used to have individual crayons and markers, and they would keep their own in their drawer, but that was not working well. They were all over the place. They never really had one spot, and they didn't stay in the drawers, and when they got them out to play with them, it was hard to put them back. So this is an easy way. So these are markers, and I bought literally one small box of skinny markers, one small box of fat markers, because that is all you need. And then they have, this is the marker box, and I am going to use a labeler and actually label it as well, because I love labels. But anyway, and we did the same thing for all of our crayons. We just put all the crayons, fat ones, skinny ones, glittery ones, put them all together in one box, so we just have one box of crayons. This works well. This is what I had growing up. It works well at church, and I was ready to do it too. So we just got a nice container, and there we go. There are our crayons. I'll also label that. The benefit of labeling too is they get familiar with the words, so they're seeing these sight words all the time. This is my labeler, so it's kind of fun. Makes all sorts of labels and cool stuff. So, okay, we're gonna get back to our dot to dots around here. Thanks so much for following us around and seeing what a little bit of school is like this morning. Probably all of this activity has taken, you know, with the organizing and picking up, doing the dot to dot, reading the poetry, reading the Bible. This has all taken about an hour. A very relaxed, chill time working together, very laid back, hasn't it been? And it's just been totally, I wasn't necessarily planning to do it today. I just set aside the dot to dot as a incentive for cleaning up, and we kind of just went from there, and it grew from there. And I saw this book, and I was like, I should read some of that. Oh, the other thing we got was flags. Where are the big flags? Oh, here they are. You want to hold it up? Okay, they're not unrolled yet, but we got 2 flags, and we're going to learn the Pledge of Allegiance. They're going to take turns holding them. So we might, at the beginning of each school day, do a little bit of a formal, I don't know, assembly time or circle time, saying the pledge, reciting a couple memory verses, doing some reading or poetry reading or something at that time, and then moving on to our more arts and crafts. You want to hold one? Okay, we're going to learn respect and proper use of the flag. The flag does not touch the ground, you guys. You just hold it very carefully, and you don't hit anything with it. You just hold it and look at it. Isn't it beautiful? We're going to have to learn about who drew the flag, who designed it, and what it means. What colors are our flag?
Red and white, and blue.
Cool. All right, please bring the flags back. Maple, you're wearing red, white, and blue shirt too.
Yeah.
You're very patriotic looking.
It's American flag.
It is.
So high up. We can wave it really fast.
The baby's napping. And this is just a chill preschool, kindergarten, homeschool morning. Thanks for watching.